Well, you got stones. I couldn't resist the pun. Sorry. Um, you got a nice collection. I don't keep them in boxes like that because it's a crystal and it has energy to it, and sticking it in a plain plastic thing like that, I don't think it's good for the crystals, but that's my opinion. I keep all mine in a basket for the most part. I mean, I've got a few pieces. Pretty box, huh? Like that box? But I'll put my jewelry quality stuff in there if I decide to make some jewelry out of it. And little arrowheads, stuff like that. The real fragile stuff. Because I don't want it to break. And an oddball coin. So, but I have a whole bunch of stuff like that too. Now, yes, rose quartz will lose its color over time. Unless you feed and care for it. Feed and care for a rock? How do you do that, right? Well, this is for other people who watch my videos too. Rose quartz, just sit it in a heavy dose of salt water. If you go to the beach, just get some seawater. Well, I would personally just use clean water and salt, but you can get seawater if you want. And salt is salt. Sea salt, iodized salt. You know, I know there's more than one kind of salt out there, but iodized salt or sea salt is basically the same thing. The crystals are bigger in the sea salt, that's all. Just sit that there and let it soak up some sun. It'll recharge the color of your rose quartz. Your fluorite, if you have a lot of fights in your house, I don't know, not my biz, but fluorite absorbs negative energies. It does. I had a piece of fluorite, big crystal, that from tip to tip, that long, pretty big, and it was a lot of stress in my house, and I didn't tend it properly, and it just shattered on its own. To avoid such things, cold running water. You do that with all of your stones. It helps cleanse them and keep them happier. I know a lot of people are just going, he's really nuts out there. Wash my stones. Well, it works. I've done different things with my crystals. I went to a festival once. Pagan festival. Pitched my tent. While I'm pitching my tent, I am getting eaten alive by bugs. Eaten alive. I quickly whipped out my stones that I had with me. And by sheer accident, I came up with a pattern. Well, accident design, you know, this goes here, ding, ding, ding. I built a pattern that kept me bug free for the entire weekend. As soon as I broke down that matrix, because I was packing up to go home, the bugs came back. Go figure. You can do lots of things with crystals. Use them in healing and set up different patterns. I'm still trying to figure out the pattern to lay out and with what stones to use to win lotto. When that happens, you'll know. I gotta try, right? But rinse your stones periodically. Just cold running water and tap water will work just fine. I'm an urban witch, okay? I don't have parks nearby, and the Third River, as they call it, is not someplace I would put any of my stones because I don't trust it. I mean, we're talking New Jersey here. You know, like with the Passaic River, the only place for a while I could get a Jesus complex because you could walk on the water. So, but rinse your stones off periodically. It's up to you, and you can. They'll be happier, and they'll promote better energy in your house, especially the fluoride. You don't want the fluoride to crack. I like that piece of it. Poof! It just snapped on its own. I have a piece of it somewhere. A very small piece of it. That's how far down it got broken up. So, but running water, the kitchen tap is just fine. So, my thoughts on stones. No, I haven't watched all your videos yet. I'll get there. It takes a little time. But I went and saw the one you had posted after you, so you know, it's like you subscribed to me. Okay, let's go see who subscribed. Well, that's kind of interesting. Let's go back, and I'm paging through and go, just being myself. Beep. Okay, that's the one I watch because I want to get to know a person before I subscribe to them. I liked what I saw, which is why I subscribed. Don't mind me, I'm just a raging asshole. It's one of those things. I'm in self-deprecating humor if you haven't figured that one out. I'm rude, crude, and obnoxious. And an asshole. So feel free to use any of those words to describe me. I don't care because I say it myself. So, anyway, I'm going to cut this one short. Just a short howdy doody. Oh, and anybody who watches my videos and this one, I automatically allow video responses. You don't have to wait for me to approve it. Somebody wants to post a video response to anything I have to say? Beep, there it goes. As soon as you finish uploading it. Why should I stop a video response? It's just like a text response. I don't block those either. So, anyway, I'll talk at you other time. Bye now.